We be working all day long to push us money. We ain't playing no games. Sabatabi, Mugani.
Good day, grade 11. This is another lesson. We're still busy with simplification again. So we will do this question saying simplify root 75 minus root 50 all divided by into root 10 minus root 5 close the brackets root 10 plus root 5. So this is the question that we have to solve. So this is what we will have, guys. So I need to apply what we did on the previous video. I need to simplify this. So inside the root I must have the what? The perfect number times the prime number. How do you find it? You are going to say root 75. Can you see that you get 5 root 3? You're gonna put squared with this 5, so 5 squared will give you 25. So which means inside you have 25 times 3. So for 50 we're gonna have the perfect square, which is 25 times 2 over this. Can you see, guys, this is a difference of 2 squares. So if I'm saying root 10 times root 10, what we will get? So you will get what? 10. Then root 10 times positive root 5. Remember, this one is going to give you root. Remember, can you see, guys, this what we have inside the root is not the same. So it's the same as I'm going to take one square root and multiply what we have inside, which is 10 times 5. We get what? 50. So a negative times a positive is negative. Then root 5 times root 10, we get root 50 again. Then a negative times a positive, that's a negative. Then root 5 times root 5, you get 5. Okay, so then you need to ask yourself what will happen with root 50. So root 50 will cancel root 50. Now, if you apply laws here, your law number 1, multiplication law, so you are going to have root 25 times root 3 minus root 25 again times root 2 over, then we have 10 minus 5, you get what? 5. So here, guys, root 25 will give you 5. Root 3 minus 5 root 2 over 5. So once I have two terms and I have negative or positive between them, so I need to take out the common factor. So can you see what is common here? So this root is not the same with this one. You can consider this one as 5y minus 5x. So can you see what is common here? Yes, it's 5. So what is common here, guys? I can see that 5 here is common. Then I'm going to be left with root 3 minus root 2 all over 5. So what will happen with this 5? So this they can cancel out. Then your final answer is going to be root 3 minus root 2. So this is your final answer for this question, guys. Then let's move to the next question and see. But remember, guys, you can pause the video and try to attempt this question on your own. So we're given here 10 root 2x to the power 20 plus 7 root 8 to the power 20 all over 18 root 18 to the power to the x to the power 20. So if you notice, guys, I hope you notice something here. Inside the root we have x to the power 20, x to the power 20, x to the power 20. So I'm going to try to make them to be common. So we can see that here I have 10 roots. So I'm going to keep this one as it is because 2 is already a prime number. So I have 2x to the power 20 plus 7 if we break 8, guys, 8 is made of 4 times 2. Then we have this x to the power 20. So all over, then we know that 18, guys, is the same as 9 times 2 x to the power 20. This is easy. So I have 10 here, root 2x to the power 20 plus, then if I break this one, remember we're going to keep this 7. If I break this one using the laws of exponents, law number 1, I will have root 4, because I'm interested with this perfect square, times root 2x to the power 20 all over root 9 times root 2x to the power 20. Okay, so now we're gonna drop this one as it is again. So we have root 2x to the power 20 here, so plus 7 times, then root 4 will give us 2. Then we have inside 2x to the power 20 over, then root 9 give us 3 root 2x to the power 20. So guys, you know that we can simplify the numerator, so which will give us 10 root 22, root 2x to the power 20 plus, then 7 times 2 will give us 14 root 2x to the power 20 over 3 2x to the power 20. So then we need to take out the common factor here. Now the common factor is root 2x to the power 20, so I'm going to take it out. So inside I have 10 plus 14 over 3 root here 2x to the power 20. So now can you see that this one is going to cancel out with this root, guys? And then 10 plus 14 will give us what? 24 over these 3. So the final answer here, guys, you are going to say 24 divided by 3. So your final answer is what? Is 8 in this question. So your final answer is 8. So we'll do the last questions here that we have. So remember, you can pause the video and try to attempt these questions on your own. So I'm going to do number 1 here, guys. So we are given root 300 minus root 147 plus root 27. So I have root 300 minus root 147 plus root 27. Okay, so now I need a prime number here, a prime number times a perfect square. So I'm going to press here 300. Can you see that we get 10 root 3, which means this is 10 squared inside times 3, which is 10 squared give us 100. So here I'm going to have 100 here times 3 minus, then we try to find root 147. So 147 here, can you see that we get 7 root 3, which is the same as 7 squared times 3. So we know that, guys, 7 squared will give us 49. So this is 49 times 3 plus, so we know that 27 is the same as 9 times 3. So this is your perfect square. Then you break them using your law number 1 of exponents. So it's going to be root 100 times root 3 minus root 49 times root 3 plus root 9 times root 3. So we know that, guys, root 100 is a perfect square. It's going to give you 10, then times root 3, then minus root 49 is going to give you 7 times this root 3. Root 9 is going to give you 3 root 3. Now, guys, you can consider this one as your 10x minus 7x plus 3x. So which means 10x minus 7x would give us 3x, plus 3x, which give you 6x, but we don't have x here, we have root 3. So here the final answer, guys, if we say 10 root 3 minus 7 root 3 plus 3 root 3 is going to give us 6 root 3. So which is your final answer for the first one. So let's try to attempt for the second one. So for the second one, we have root x plus root 4x minus 4 times root into x minus root 4x minus 4. So let's copy this question down. You can pause the video and try to attempt this question on your own, so you will see your basics, then times root x minus root 4x minus 4. Guys, we said that whenever we are multiplying the root, we are going to take one root and multiply what we have inside. So this root is the same with this one. So I'm going to take one root here. I'm applying law number 1 of Surds, which is multiplication. So I'm going to put this one in brackets because this is the binomial. So I have x plus root 4x minus 4. Then I close the brackets. Then I open the brackets for this one. This is x minus root 4x minus 4. Then I close the brackets. Then we work out what we have inside the root. So I'm going to drop again my larger root here. So guys, we're going to say x times x. What do we have? It's x squared. So if I say x times negative root this, so I'm going to have negative x root 4x minus 4. So then we say positive root 4x minus 4 times x will give us positive x root 4x minus 4. Okay? Over. So if I say positive times a negative, we get a negative. But if we say, guys, here, please be with me. If I say root 4x minus 4 times root 4x minus 4, this will cancel out. So we're going to have what is inside. Since there are two terms, so I'm going to open the brackets, then put 4x minus 4. Then I close the brackets. So what will happen with x times root 4x minus 4? So this will cancel this one. Now, inside the root, guys, we are left with what? We are left with x squared minus, so if I say negative times positive 4x, we get 4x here. Understand? Then if I say negative times a negative here, we get positive 4. Okay. So now we need to simplify, guys, this. So I'm going to take you back to grade 10. So I'm going to factorize this. So if I factorize this, is the same as x minus 2 and the x minus 2. Okay. So the power here, I want you to understand. So the power here is 1 and the power here is 1. Now the bases of the what are the same. You're going to take one base and add the what? The exponent. So if I take one base here, I'm going to have x minus 2, then 1 plus 1, we get what? 2. So what do we have here? Yes, it's what is 2. So this will cancel this one. So here our final answer is going to be x minus what? Minus 2. So that's your final answer. So let's do the last question in this question. So remember, guys, you can pause the video and try to attempt these questions on your own. Here we are given root into root 21x squared minus root 5x squared times root into root 21x squared plus root 5x squared. This question, guys, is similar to this one. The working is still the same. So I'm going to copy this question down. So I have a root here, the larger root, which is, and then I have a root 21x squared minus root 5x squared times root here, another root here, 21x squared plus 5x squared root. So guys, since I have the same root here, this root, guys, this one is the same with this one. So I'm going to take one root and multiply what I have inside. So in this case, this is what we have inside. So I'm going to take one root and multiply what we have inside. So I'm going to open the two set of brackets. Then I have root 21 x squared minus root 5x squared. Close the brackets, then open another one. Then you have root 21 x squared plus root 5x squared. Then you close the brackets. Now it's easy like eating a pie. So I'm going to say root 21x squared times root 21 squared x squared. So I'm going to get 21x squared. Yes. So if I say root 21x squared times 5 root x squared, so I'm going to take one root and multiply what we have inside, which is in this case we're going to say 21 times 5, which is 105. Then I'll say x squared times x squared, you get x to the power 4. Then you say negative times a positive here is negative. So root 5x squared times root 21x squared is going to give us the same answer, which is 105 x to the power 4. So then negative times a positive, that's your negative. Then root 5x squared times root 5x squared, you get what? 5x squared. Yes. So what will happen with this root 105x to the power 4 minus root 105 minus to the power x to the power 4? So this is going to cancel out. Understand? Now we are left with what, guys? We are left with 21x squared minus 5x squared. So 21 minus 5 squared give us what? So 21 minus 5 gives us 16. So now we have 16x squared. Understand? So this is the perfect square, guys. Break it using law number 1, law of multiplication. If I say this is root 16 times root x squared, this thing, guys, is the same with this one, but root 16 gives us 4. Then this one gonna cancel this one, then which give us x. So your final answer is going to be 4x here. That was easy, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. If you didn't subscribe, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, tell us how do you feel about our lesson. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.